Back on Pocket What If, on the What Ifer in your pocket. 27 subscribers, guys. We only need 3 more to hit the subscriber count, and I can finally deliver on my 30 subscriber special. So, from the last part, Deku, or Hybrid, is fighting Carnage in the Bronx. So, guys, if you guys want to get to that subscriber goal, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like, share, and whatever. Now let's get toxic, shall we? As Izuku Midoriya or Hybrid, is tossing Carnage like a rag doll, breaking through the buildings and also through cars. Now there's okay, in all that respect, have a timeout. As Deku bitch slaps him across the face, taking off the jaw. Like, what's wrong, Cletus? Cat got your tongue? Like, or just their lower jaw? Yeah. Carnage is getting beat across the city as well. Let's just say Deku is not handling this kindly. Property damage is going through the roof at this point. As then Shield has to be called in. As flying vehicles heads are above, saying, for the both of you are under arrest by the authority of Shield. Please stand down. Come on. At this point, we know what they're both going to do. They are not, and I repeat, they are not listening a word that Shield is saying. As, well, little Hybrid isn't. Carnage is like, I agree for them for once. Because he's feel like he's actually done, because throughout this entire battle, Izuku's been taking piece by piece of him. A limb here, a limb there, and absorbing it. Making him stronger while beating him throughout the city. Yeah, this ain't fun for little Carnage. That's for certain. As well, Shield tries to use sonic weapons to try to harm them both. But Izuku did the 300 IQ play by using Carnage as a flesh shield. Like, take this, you red bastard! As Sonic Blast just hit Carnage. So I still believe at this point he still has a really bad weakness to it. As, yeah, he starts screaming. Like, he starts screaming like an absolute animal. To make the pain stop. It will never stop. So, as Izuku just keeps beating on him and actually goes through some electric wires. Because apparently, before making this, I had to check all the new symbiotes' weaknesses, and apparently they have a new weakness to lightning. So Izuku gets 2 power cables and shoves them into Carnage. Him again, screaming like a darn monster. He's almost fried at this point. He's almost at the legal requirement to be considered beef jerky at this point. Because, guys, symbiotes can only do so much to the body before they have to, like themselves, conk out for a little while. And, well, Cletus? Yeah, he's getting beaten on heavily. As then, Izuku is nearly beating on him. As S.H.I.E.L.D. agents are trying to subdue him. But there's a reason why. Look, if my math is right, that Spider-Man by himself can actually lift a locomotive, which is very heavy. And each symbiote, for every host they have, they become stronger. And the spawn of each of the symbiote is stronger than it. Izuku has 4 Venom spawns and 1, Carnage spawn. If you do the math, yeah, they ain't subduing this guy. As well, they are trying to get him to give up, but he is keeping on wailing, punch by punch, blow by blow. He is beating, quite literally, Cletus to a pulp. As he's just wailing on him, smashing him through buildings and breaking cars. And he ain't letting up. As Spider-Man comes by and kicks him in the face. Like, hey, Scarlet. Smacking him through. Like, Spider-Man, I'll handle this. You just take care of Cletus. Got it. Look, Scarlet, you gotta. I am not stopping, Peter. As he just gets up. You think that little chick hurt me? Like, no. I'm not stupid. Well, then you know what happens when you kick a symbiote. As he's just, to a normal person, it would seem like a bit like a very fast jog for us. But for him and Peter, he's walking up to Peter as slowly and menacingly as possible. By the way, he has grown to nearly twice Peter Parker's height. And I believe at this point, Peter Parker's now like a bit of an adult now, I believe. And I'm adding S.H.I.E.L.D. of the S.H.I.E.L.D. version of this, so yeah. So, yeah, Spider-Man's like, when is Sonic symbiote tech when you need it? As fight like heck. As Nick Fury, Natasha, Hawkeye, are just watching these two fight out. As Zuko, he is not calm. He is not playing, nice, fun-loving, super hopeful, smiley Zuko. He has gone through this is basically a Zuko through the modern arc, right? Like, right now at this very arc, those who read the manga, you guys don't know what I'm talking about. He's going through the Edgelord phase. As he is, Spider-Man, he is getting a couple licks in, but Hybrid, Zuko, they are nearly breaking his bones with their punches, and they're being, they're actually holding back a bit because, it's Peter or Spider-Man, the person who actually helped them. So in their eyes, plus toxins in there, since, he actually views Peter or Spider-Man as more of a father figure than Carnage and Venom put together. So yeah, they are holding back, but not to Peter, it seems like, as he is just trying his best, but Hybrid is just evading. Spider-Man, you taught us everything we know. And you didn't think we didn't study you? In case the day that we would have to, fight one-on-one. Wow, your perspective. Well, of course. Like you said, we are similar, you and I. We were both powerless. They're out of the range, by the way. Shield's not hearing any of this. And they still think you're technically 3 symbiotes, because, Peter's keeping his mouth shut about, this person has, multiple symbiotes. He's keeping his mouth shut about that. As you taught us everything. Well, of course, like you said, Peter, we were, and like I said, even at first, we were both powerless, weak. But unlike you were just teased. You're all getting minor slaps on the back because you didn't have the dream of becoming a hero. You wanted to be a damn reporter. And even you failed at that. What are you talking about? You're not even a front runner when it comes to the pictures. I mean, do you even get that much credit? I mean, you do. A very small font size of 3 of picture taken by Peter Parker at a 3% font. And how much do you make on every picture that you toss and twirl? A couple hundred? Barely enough to pay for a small one-room apartment with no cleaning, but you had to walk nearly a block to get to the dryers. And you have basically nothing. Nothing. You have no one but us, Peter. We're the only ones who know your secret other than Venom. And other than S.H.I.E.L.D., I presume. They nearly know everything except for me. And what are you gonna do? You're gonna try to fight me? Look at you. You're beaten up. And you're... I bet it took you a while to get here. But look at me. I'm stronger, faster, quicker. Whatever you can do, Spidey, I can do better. 100 times better. That may be so, but you're just using him as a handicap. Oh, Spidey. Oh, Peter. I'm not gonna be fooled by that. And we had a couple fights with Venom here and there, without your notice, and we know about you, what you were offered, little spider. You were offered to be bonded, to become stronger, and all for what? A little too much responsibility of taking care of 2 minds instead of 1. He was mixing my emotions. He was giving you a backbone. Unlike you, Peter, I was treated worse. I wanted to be a hero, like the Avengers and the heroes back at home. Or like the X-Men, or even the Fantastic Four. I wanted to be like them. I wanted to be like you. Like the hero back at home. You gave me hope. You still do. Unlike him, you didn't tell me off I couldn't be a hero. I couldn't save lives. You didn't break my spirit, but instead you rebuilt it. Plus, with a little help of my family, we are now stronger than ever. So you've finally been twisted. Twisted? No. I am not twisted. I finally have what I always wanted. And more. I have power. I have strength. I have friends. A new family. Sure, the family that died because of carnage. They loved me. They loved me dearly. And were worried when I got hurt. But with this family, they do so much more. Carnage deserves to die. That may be so, but we should do it legally? Please. He has a symbiote bonded to his very blood. You don't think S.H.I.E.L.D. will try to eradicate that? Please. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s another organization. And they're gonna find out how we work. How we bond. And try to replicate it on a mass scale for their soldiers. That's all they're ever gonna do, but me? I actually have some freedom. I see light. Unlike you, I didn't go absolutely like a emo. And yes, I did look you up with when you had him. God, you went emo as hell. Spider-Man wrecks an entire gang, breaking their bones. Now that was a title by G. Jr. that could have been more correct. You shattered their vertebrae. Now that takes a special type of breaking. You should have been proud. He was twisting me into something I could not be. Yeah, one with power. Didn't you always say with great power comes great responsibility? Well, Spider-Man, I'm taking that to heart. I have the responsibility not just taking care of myself, but multiple minds, multiple people within me. But don't worry, Toxin isn't fully bonded to me, and I don't plan him to become one. He isn't a right fit for me. But I will find someone who is truly a right fit for him. Maybe someone with a little bit of spunk. Toxin. Like, sorry, Peter. But he's right. If we let Toxin live, he'll just escape again. He'll just come after us. Now he knows that we exist, and now he knows I'm with him. In Carnage, he hates me. Father would try to kill me, and that means killing him and my family. Oh, I can't allow that. He has evaded justice far too many times. Look, I can't argue with you there, but nothing. We tried it your way, Spider. But now, we can do so much more. Couldn't have said any better myself, Toxin. Thank you, buddy. As Toxin does go back with Inside Hybrid. Well, I am going to stop you. How? Besides, aren't you getting a little woozy? Like, what the slow little poison I have. Quite slow. Doesn't really hurt anything, it just makes the victim very, well, it's just basically like you drink a little too much. It has the same effects like you drink a little too much. That's all. It doesn't hurt anything. It just makes you a bit more clumsy. You just don't see right. As he starts seeing not one, but 3 hybrids. Like, oh, Toxin, you are a genius. As inside his head, well, thank you, Zuko. Don't mention it. I will stop you. Sleep, little spider, sleep. Now it's time to take care of the bloody garbage. As then, Izuku is running over to the last place he placed Carnage after beating him to a pulp. And Carnage, yes, he is very much unconscious. This is before any, hocus pocus happened to Cletus. Way before any of that. So, the SHIELD agents are picking him up and trying to put him on the craft. But, like, where do you think you're going? Like, oh god, we got a buggy. Get him on the plane now! Like, you ain't getting away from me that easily, Carnage. As, well, the SHIELD agents open fire on him, hoping that they could actually, either, absolute best slow him down, because for some reason their sonic weapons are not working on him. Well, they are working, but they don't know that. It's just they have really good tolerance to it. Oh yeah, let's get back to it. As he's just smacking these guys away, as the vehicle is lifting off and trying to get away as fast as possible, but one tendril just shoots out and hits the vehicle as he's just tugging it like what's going on? Something's holding us down. Like, as they see the tendril, as Izuku or Hybrid is pulling the vehicle down bit by bit. Like, Christ, this is the power of a symbiote? Yeah, the power of a pissed off one. As you just look at Carnage. And they're like, Christ. And there's only 3 of them. Take him down! As they're trying their best, but Izuku had enough, as he just ground pounds that vehicle into the ground. As it breaks when the engines break, then it can take off. As the agents are trying to get out, it's like, where do you think you're going? Shield agents. Like, Christ. You have something that I want. Give me Carnage, and I'll let you guys walk away unharmed, untouched. Not a single hair shall be touched. And you guys can go home to Fury. This is a fair deal. Your lives for a psychopath. What do you say? As the shield agents are shaking in their boots. Like, we can't take this guy down. It's no use. What? We need to cut our losses. Wait, what are you talking about? Like, deal. Like, at least one of you have some brains. And the shield agents are now like walking away like, do you think this is a wise idea? How do we explain this to Fury? I think Fury already knows. And there's no logical way of getting out of this. As, well, Carnage wakes up like... Hey, buddy, look, whatever I did, you killed so many Carnage. If I was like you, which I am not, I would subject you to every form of torture you put upon people. Make you watch while I rip every limb from you, piece by piece, slowly, methodically, and absolute pain. But I'm nothing like you. As his arm transforms into a sword. I'm gonna take you out nice and quick. And you finally gonna get in the world will be a much, much safer place. As Nick Fury's watching, is like, do it. As then a hulking behemoth lands. A giant robot. Like, what? A robot? How they gonna think as it rushes, as it punches Hybrid? Like, that packs quite a punch. And they are using Shield is using what they would use for, in case the Hulk got out of control. So yeah, they're using that against him. And I know some people will say, it seems like you're making him a little too overpowered. Well, if you do the math of how strong a symbiote is, and he has multiple, I'm after doing at least accurate power scaling. He ain't stronger than the Hulk. He's just, I can destroy an entire block with no problem level. I might make him a little stronger down the line, but you guys gotta figure that out. As Hybrid is fighting, as he is very much distracted with the fight, as he's beating this robot down, as it's actually putting up a very decent fight against him. Like, I never had like this much fun in a while. As he's just carving his claws into this metallic monstrosity. As behind the scenes, a copter flies down, picks up the agents from before. As they take Cassidy, put him in a containment unit, and just go off. As finally, Hybrid destroys the robot by grabbing its core and ripping it out. And as soon as he comes back where Carnage was last been, he sees the plane going away, as he just screams, "Fury!" As well. That's where I'm going to leave it off. So guys, please like, share, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell and comment down below. So please have a great have a great night. Have a good night and day and whatever. Have a good day. Ciao.